Kind of, sort of, spoilers. Not really. Sure, already seen by now. Movie slash series review on When They See Us. Straightforward, great piece of work, great art. The story, if you already know it, is about Central Park 5. Kind of, sort of, spoilers. Not really. Sure, already seen by now. Central Park 5 about a group of young men, young African American men, being accused of a crime they didn't even at least witness. But for some reason, due to all evidence in their favor, they were still accused and convicted of a crime, of a rape and assault, attempted murder crime towards them. I love the movie. Point blank period. I love it. I love the series. Excuse me. I love the series on all levels, from the transition of the children not knowing what's going on to the portrayal of each actors and the trial. The trial most definitely was a key factor for me. And also, it was just even growing up knowing of the story, but to like vividly witness the more thorough details, because very, very much and very appreciated. Thanks to the director of the When They See Us, also the director of A Wrinkle in Time. She did a wonderful job. She did a wonderful job because she had actually had all 5 of the victims. I'm gonna say that all 5 of the victims involved into telling the story. Also, I know it was Oprah Winfrey and Robert De Niro behind the production, along with it with executive producing. But just the storytelling of it, it's like you actually get to walk through the horrific events that happen to these kids. Okay, it don't matter how much you think what you would have done in today's world. I mean, we're more in tune, we're more woke, and we're more knowledgeable. But this is 1989 during the crack epidemic. It just was a different time. Kids was kids. It wasn't a 14-year-old that act or carry themselves like a 19-year-old or a 20-year-old. It was a 14-year-old that didn't know any better, and the main thing they knew was to be a child. So it was children. Throughout the series, there was script of the Miranda rights. There was also coerced to confess into a crime they didn't even witness. I love the story, the line of the story, the way it fall through, the emotions it gave you, and I really feel like, without a shadow of a doubt, just my personal opinion now, although throughout the story, When They See Us, I felt like Corey really had it bad. Because his name was not even on the question list. He just wanted to make sure his friend Ulysses, excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, that his mother wouldn't worry about him, so he went along to check on him. But they used Corey and his absence of really not knowing what's going on against him. And I can say from the trial, from the questioning to the trial to the time they spent, the Raymond story. The Raymond story was very special. And I say that because Raymond's father knew he could have been there, but instead of being there, he just decided to go to work, and leave the mother there of a Latin descent and a Latin heritage, where they didn't speak English at all, to be the parent or guardian figure during a question of a rape charge. Why? I would never know. But it can go off into a varies of personal opinions. But what was real and what's the fact is, these kids was accused of something they did not do, nor even witness, and they got convicted of it. They even had to the point where they even had some lawyers where you could say was not adequate enough. They wasn't adequate enough for that level of that case. But they did their best, and they did a great job. Still convict the kids. The most emotional part for me was Corey finding out that his brother was a transgender, had died while he was in prison. Like I said, spoilers. But couldn't do nothing about it. But to move on from that, and to move on with a lot, that the killer the rapist and the person that attempted the murder of the victim that was jogging throughout a park also wrote a book about how to be safe through jogging throughout the park. Keep that in mind. Never got questioned. Never got questioned, not once, not even a little bit. But was drenched in blood with the victim's headphones on and walked straight past the police. And the only thing they was focused on is the young African Americans. But we already know that. Not going to get too deep into that. But a great story. Just all around, great story. Told, paced out very well. Took his time telling and gave a great focus on each character. On each character and the confusion of each character as a child being forced into a situation they have no idea about and being left to defend by themselves. I mean, there's no other way around it. Like I said, my honest opinion, with When They See Us, perfect. Could it be anything less than perfect? Maybe like a 9.5, but to me, overall 10. It was well. It was well and it was great. Till next time.